Toddy, the W, which we are likely going to be talking a lot more about in the coming weeks without any football or basketball to talk about. As Uncle Manny said at the top of the show, we appreciate him for always tuning in. He said, have a great show, guys. No NBA and no NFL equals no fun. But Uncle Manny, there's WNBA and MLB, and the WNBA is growing. So the news in the recent week is that the WNBA has announced it will expand to 18 teams, with new teams in Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia. The team in Cleveland will play in 2028, followed by Detroit in 2029, and Philadelphia in 2030. For those of you like myself who may be diehard fans of the WNBA, you would know that Cleveland, the Rockers, formerly had a WNBA team, and the Detroit Shock used to be a WNBA team before both teams disbanded. And yes, Toddy, I'm sorry, say that. You said
trade the Kings for the Monarchs?
I thought that's what you said, and I was hoping it's not what you said. You know,
they won titles.
They won. I want to go to a parade, goddammit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Shout out to the 2005 Sacramento Monarchs. But now the WNBA is expanding to 18 teams. As we know, the Valkyries are experiencing a lot of success in their first season in the Bay Area, the Golden State Valkyries. And then you have the Portland team coming back. They're going to probably be, well, I'm not going to say it because they may not end up being that team. But then there's also going to be a team in Toronto called the Toronto Tempo. And so that rounds out the 18 teams. And so, guys, obviously I love it as a WNBA fan, seeing the league grow. Jaevon, what are you thinking there with the Brian Windhorse hands?
Why is the WNBA expanding? Why? Is it because of a certain player that just sells out arenas? Is it because of another player who was also up and coming? She went to UConn, and they had to move the game to the Dallas Mavericks arena for the showdown. I don't know when that game is. When is that game, Shaun? Do you know?
Not off the top of my head, but I'll figure it out right now.
Is it because of a certain player who had a Nike Kobe collab, and it's sold out in minutes, and now resells for about $400? I actually wouldn't mind a pair. They're actually pretty fire.
Right.
This player that I'm talking about is Caitlin Clark. Yeah, I mean, she literally changed it right before our eyes, changing the game. And there is a certain somebody who's Superman or Superwoman, but Wonder Woman, whatever you want to call her. She's going to be out, I think, for the rest, maybe most of next year. Juju Watkins. She's on the way. Just want to let you know. she's coming.
I'll add that both of my fellow panelists said 2 years ago that Juju is better than Caitlin Clark.
So, I mean, Caitlin, what she's doing right now is groundbreaking. Literally, they're adding more teams to more cities, and sales are going up, and viewership's going up, and it's a whole thing, right? And, you got Paige Beckers with the Dallas Wings. Are they in the playoff contention, the Wings, Kevin or Shaun?
No, they're pretty bad.
But Paige is probably Rookie of the Year.
Paige is not only going to be Rookie of the Year, she might be first team All WNBA like Caitlin was as a rookie.
And that's kind of, and the Fever weren't as good as they were obviously right now. But that first year, you just saw, oh, she's different. Paige, we saw all these girls in college. Like we saw, obviously, Caitlin Clark in college, Paige in college. I think she tore ACL her sophomore year, was it? It was one of those years. And then she ended up came back hooped, obviously. Juju Watkins is one of those special players that the guard play is becoming a little bit more exciting in the WNBA, women's basketball in general. And you're starting to see it more in the W. And it's getting very exciting. Like you're seeing like these people, like ticket prices are going up for the Wings Fever game, and they had to move it to the Maverick Stadium because it was so much. They outgrew their capacity. So, I mean, the W is obviously expanding. It's becoming a lot more exciting. People want to go out and they want to watch. Caitlin Clark is signing 7-figure Nike deals. Like, these are unheard of things. So she's already making more than her salary currently. So I think with this expansion, we'll start to see, hopefully, the salaries start to go up a little bit more for WNBA pay. So, I mean, literally, you just see just all the just this, that about it. Caitlin is just one of those players that, like, we're talking like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Like, she's literally changing the game on how the viewership and how the money, like, all of that is literally, she's doing all that right before our eyes. So, I saw Kevin's face kind of scrunt up a little bit. He was like, "Hold on now." He started talking about these NBA legends, but I feel like
that's a stretch. I mean, she's doing good. Don't get me wrong, but
she's changing the game. I think is what's going on, and yeah, expansion is pretty insane.
It is pretty insane considering that just where the WNBA was just a few years ago and how much Caitlin is changing the game. And to follow up on the point that you were mentioning earlier, Jaevon, the game between the Wings and the Fever is going to be August 1st, and it'll be held at American Airlines Center, expanding from their 7,000-seat arena at College Park Center to 20,000 where the Mavericks play at American Airlines Center. And so, Kevin, what are your thoughts on WNBA expansion and the fact that the Monarchs still aren't back?
I'm a big guy with how he was preaching on. Me and him said, we did a factor cap. That was one of our most booming videos. Is Caitlin Clark or is Juju better than Caitlin Clark? And me and Toddy said it then. If they came out the same year, Juju would have went first overall. So they're bringing a lot of big names, and the WNBA is starting to notice that these big names are bringing in big bucks. So it's a get with it or get lost kind of thing.
Definitely. And for the audio only listeners right now, my AirPods keep dying on me. And so the viewers might be able to see that. But I'm just letting my co-hosts know, bear with me in case I don't respond right away because my AirPods are going in and out.